Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and jabronis. It's Mitch here for your NFL Week 5 bottom line. This is your rant review of NFL Week 5. This is the most electrifying recap of Week 5 that you will see on the internet. Join me. I'm live. If you want to make sure your comment gets to me during the show, super chat. Okay? We're going to talk about the biggest headlines, the biggest moments, and the biggest topics in the NFL right now. And my biggest takeaways from Week 5. As the title reads, is anyone even good in the NFL? Let's start there. Is anyone good? Seriously, is anyone good? The Kansas City Chiefs, once upon a time, the unstoppable dynasty of the NFL that had the help from the refs, from Swifties across the globe, the power, the voodoo. It was too much to stop. Even some people went as far as saying that it was dark magic that the Kansas City Chiefs brought to the NFL. The Chiefs lost to the Jacksonville Jags on Monday Night Football in front of the world. They lost to Trevor Lawrence, who fell down, got back up, and ran for a touchdown. I thought he sacked himself. No. The Chiefs still allowed him to score a touchdown. Chris Jones, in fact, is still trying to make his way to Trevor Lawrence. What's up with Chris Jones, by the way? Week after week after week, this guy just quits on his own team. What happened to Chris Jones? Just about the only likable Kansas City Chief on the roster. He's becoming a meme. No work ethic. No leadership. This man does not care. This man has given up. This man might be washed. What happened to my Chris Jones? The Buffalo Bills. It's impossible, they say, to win in Buffalo. Impossible. It hasn't been done in 14 straight home games. The Bills unbeaten. 14 straight. Not anymore. The little brother, the New England Patriots, walked into Buffalo, snatched their crown, and said, "It's our division again. It's our time again. You had your run, but now it's time for the Patriots to claim the AFC East once again." The Ravens are a joke. The Bengals are an even bigger joke. The Steelers have an old man at quarterback. Does anyone actually take Jacksonville seriously? Not me. Denver has Bo Picks at quarterback. The Eagles lost to Bo Picks, and they have yet to outgain an opponent in a game. The Commanders, they still don't have a defense, and I'm still not sure which quarterback's better. And one of them's Marcus Mariota. The Cowboys may never have a defense. The Bears, well, they'll never be good. The Vikings have Prince Harry at quarterback, and the only time he's good is when he's in London. The Packers lost to the Browns and tied the Cowboys. The 49ers, they fight hard. But are we really gonna buy into the team with Mac Jones or Mr. Irrelevant? And this team can't stay out of the blue tent. The Rams lost to the most injured team in football. The Seahawks can't beat a good team. The Cardinals somehow lost to the Tennessee Titans, which is a crime in like 42 states. You can go to jail for that. The Texans, they beat the Ravens. Congratulations. You still don't have an offense. The Chargers are all injured. The only reason to watch them is Madison Beer. The Raiders, now that is a bad football team. The Colts have Indiana Jones. Just because you change your nickname doesn't mean you're going to win the Super Bowl. Who am I missing? The Lions? The Lions? Really? The Lions? You're going to make me sit here and say the Lions are good? The Lions? The Detroit Lions. They've never made the Super Bowl. Probably never will. Jared Goff chokes every time. The Lions? You're lying, bro. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers? They're injured. They're injured. Baker makes too many commercials. So basically what I'm trying to say is that the only good team in the NFL is the New England Patriots. See how I didn't bring up the New England Patriots? Yeah. See? The only good team in the league. Nah, I'm just kidding. They suck too. How can you let 80-year-old Stephon Diggs come into your house and put up 150 yards or whatever he did, bro? How can you let Drake May with no offense whatsoever beat you, Buffalo? How do you allow that? Overall, moral of the story is that there's no good team in the NFL. There's not one. Every top team is flawed. We can go down the list. The Chiefs, their defense isn't the same. The Bills, do they even have a defense? They don't have a receiver. I know that. The Bucks, injured, and they have Todd Bowles. The Seahawks could literally never beat a team that's actually good. The 49ers, again, they could be good, but they're in the blue tent for half the game. The Detroit Lions, until they prove to me that they can actually win something worth a damn, I'm not going to say they're good. Okay? The Eagles are the best bad team I've ever seen in my life. The Packers, I've never seen a bigger fraud. I could separate from their cornerbacks. Wow. Jacksonville, Duval, bunch of doo-doo. Give me a break. There isn't a good team in this league. There isn't a good team. They're all flawed. They all suck. Now, before I get to the Patriots, because I know all you guys are here for the Patriots rant. I know every single last one of you is here for the Patriots rant. So, Gronk, spike the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the bottom line. Let's have some fun tonight. Get in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling. I'll peek at the comments every once in a while. But if you definitely want your question answered, then make sure that you do super chat. Okay? I need to say this. We need to talk about the trades that happened today. Joe Flacco was traded to the Cincinnati Bengals. And Odafe Owe was traded to the Chargers for Gilman, the safety. Let's first talk about Joe Flacco. Now, at one time, Joe Flacco was elite. He said it himself. At one time, Joe Flacco was a baller, a clutch performer, a leader of men. Even not that long ago, I really thought Joe Flacco was pretty good. A gunslinger. A man full of aura. But this has to be the most disappointing trade I have ever seen. And it's nothing to do with Joe Flacco. I mean, he might get sacked like 7 times a game behind that offensive line. I wish him well. Joe Flacco might have to go into retirement after a game because he might get hit so many times that he hangs it up. I mean, I feel bad for Joe Flacco. He is going to get destroyed behind the Bengals offensive line. That being said, at least we don't have to watch Jake Browning throw 3 picks a game anymore. At least we don't have to see him throw the ball up into triple coverage. The only offense the Bengals had was just chucking the ball deep for no good reason. What the heck is that? Like, really? And Joe Flacco will be fun. He's going to sling it. He's going to go out there and rip it. You know what Joe Flacco's going to do? Stand in that pocket, not move an inch, get smashed, and throw the ball to Jamar Chase 500 times in the span of 2 quarters. But the NFL had the greatest opportunity of all time. The NFL had an opportunity to put butts in the seats, to sell tickets, to sell merchandise, to sell TV ratings. It was right there. It was within your grasp, Cincinnati. The Bengals are such an incompetent franchise, they couldn't even trade for Jameis Winston. It was right there. It wasn't that far away. All you had to do was trade for famous Jameis. And the NFL would have never been the same. Jameis Winston on the Bengals? That would have brought a grown man to tears. That would have been epic. That would have been entertainment. Instead, we have an elderly person getting beat up, smashed in half behind the Bengals offensive line. Jameis could have single-handedly saved the Bengals with his aura alone, with his presence alone. Imagine the stat lines. 400 yards, 200 for Jamar Chase, 200 for T. Higgins, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks, 40 to 35 every game. The Bengals defense is atrocious. It would have been so good. So good. And the NFL messed it up. The Bengals, you suck. You're this close, dude. You're this close. Unbelievable. That's all I got to say about that. Flacco, he's not going to make a damn difference. If anyone thinks Joe Flacco is going to bring the Bengals to some sort of success, buy time for Joe Burrow, be the savior, you're a delusional jabroni. You don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot. You are a stupid idiot. Joe Flacco is washed. He's done. He's finished. I love him. I respect him. Okay? But he's finished. He's done. And he's going to get absolutely sawed in half. It's going to be bad. Okay? Let's talk about the other trade. The actual football trade today. Alohi Gilman and a 5th round pick in 2026 for Odafe Owe and the Rams 7th in 2027. So, Owe goes to the Chargers. Gilman goes to the Ravens. Now, this was a surprising trade from the standpoint of, why did the Chargers decide to trade Alohi Gilman? He's been really good for them this year, I feel like. I feel like he's been playing really well. He's made some plays back there in coverage, and I feel like he's been really good. Now, I will say they do have Elijah Molden, so maybe they feel like with Molden and Derwin James, they can survive at safety. They'll be just fine, and they need more of a presence on the edge. Maybe that's the case. I feel like Owe, and this is also interesting from the perspective of the Ravens, where the Ravens, he was like their leading pass rusher. He was like their leading pressure man. He was like their leading edge rusher. He had, I think, the most pressures on the team. So the Ravens are completely given up on their pass rush. Now, they still got Kyle Van Noy. I guess they want more time for Mike Green to develop and play. I don't know. But Away is gone now. He goes to the Chargers. I actually like the fit for the Chargers. He fits in the rotation with Thule, I should say, and Khalil Mack whenever Khalil Mack is back. And I think he fits the defense. Baltimore's structure of their defense, the Chargers' structure of their defense is not all that different. And they definitely lack that size against the run against the Commanders. And they definitely lack that run defense. And Oway's always been good at setting the edge. So I like the trade. I think it's a solid trade. I'm a little confused by the Ravens. So they bring in Gilman. They sign CJ Gardner-Johnson, who's just a head case. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, whatever he's going by now. I don't remember half the time. What's his name? I don't know. So they're trying to fix their secondary, I guess. But their pass rush is terrible. So they just got rid of another pass rusher. I don't know. I feel like it's a good trade for the Chargers. That's what I'll say. It's a good trade for the Chargers. I think it will help the Chargers. Because their front seven's thin. Their front seven needed improvement. I think it's a good trade for the Chargers. I personally do. I don't know what the Ravens are doing. I don't know. I kind of felt like, John's trying to help Jim out or something. I don't know. I really don't. Guys, don't forget to like the video. If you're here, please like the video. It helps other people find this video. So please like the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. Let's talk about Baker and Seattle. Okay. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Seattle Seahawks. Wow. Pretty crazy game. on Sunday. And a lot of people have been talking about the 49ers and have been talking about the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan and their ability to still win games without players. Think about all the players the Bucs have been winning without. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Tristan Wirfs, Luke Gedeke at times, Cody Mock, Bucky Irving, Jamel Dean last game, Benjamin Morrison last game, starting cornerbacks, Christian Izine, Kalijah Cansey. The list goes on. This is one of the most injured teams in the NFL. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 4-1. Nobody in professional football has thrown more touchdowns than Baker Mayfield over the last 3 seasons. Nobody has won more close games this season than the Bucs. Nobody has had more game-winning drives than Baker Mayfield. What does he have? 4 out of 5 weeks? Every single win, a game-winning drive? I've never seen anything like it. The cardiac Bucs. The leader in the clubhouse for MVP is Baker Mayfield. Think about it for a second. He's got the numbers. His OC left, and his OC is leading a 4-1 football team and actually making Trevor Lawrence not look like an idiot, which is an achievement in itself. Baker's doing it with, sometimes he's got Mike Evans, sometimes he doesn't, sometimes he's got Chris Godwin, sometimes he doesn't. He's doing it with a rookie receiver. Sometimes he's got Cade Otton, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he's got Tristan Wirfs, sometimes he doesn't. He doesn't have Bucky Irving. There's no consistency around this man. He doesn't know what defense is going to show up on the other side for him each and every week. He doesn't know who his offensive line is. He doesn't know who his receivers are. But every single week, Baker Mayfield comes through with a big performance. Every single week, Baker Mayfield is proving people wrong. And the thing is, you might say there's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield, but nobody's playing better than Baker Mayfield. Nobody's making more big throws. Nobody's making more gutsy scrambles. Nobody is leading his team like Baker Mayfield. I got to give Todd Bowles a little credit for being able to piece together this team and be able to lead this team, and I've been very critical of Todd Bowles. I got to give him some credit. But I think the real thing I want to say is, when are we going to start, actually saying, because I made a video this offseason, Baker Mayfield's the most underrated quarterback in the NFL. I made that video. People really didn't seem to care. He's only thrown 1 interception this season. He's thrown 10 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. He has beaten Seattle in Seattle, Houston in Houston, who might be the best defense in football, and he had the best performance against them all season among all quarterbacks. He probably should have beat the Eagles. Baker for MVP. And the thing is, we've got to stop with these narratives. There's far too many people that think Baker is mid, or Baker is just good, or Baker is just not elite. No, Baker is elite. ELITE, elite. Baker is awesome. What does Baker not do? He's accurate. He's explosive. He's got a strong arm. He's a great leader. He scrambles. Why do people think that Baker can't be in that conversation? Why are we holding him back? Why is the general consensus and the general thought of Baker Mayfield not an elite quarterback? I don't understand. He's outproduced and outshined and outplayed Patrick Mahomes for weeks. Weeks. It takes one good performance in Brazil for Justin Herbert to get the love. And Baker's been doing it every week. Every week. Jaden Daniels can have one good season and all of a sudden, oh my goodness, he's so good. Baker's been doing it for 3 years in a row. Jalen Hurts literally sucks. CJ Stroud can have one good year. Baker is that dude. Start acting like it. Now, on the Seattle front, don't forget to like the video. Gronk spiked the like button. On the Seattle front, I am sick and tired of these people trying to force the Seahawks down my throat. Why? When did everyone become a Seahawks fan? Why? How? It's bad enough that I grow up near Seattle, so every second person that likes the NFL likes the Seahawks. It's not like they're the Legion of Boom. This team is mid. Why does everyone love the Seahawks? Someone explain it. They're shoving it down our throats, bro. What did they do? What have they done to deserve this praise? They're 3-2, and they beat nobody. Not a single team. Not anyone good. Every time they play a good team, they lose. The Bucs have 1 million injuries, they lose. The Niners have 1 million injuries, they lose. The two best teams they played, they lost. Why is Seattle in the top 10 of power rankings? Why is Seattle, everyone's like, oh, lock it, throw it away. It's the playoffs. Seattle. What the fuck? What does Seattle do? What made them so good all of a sudden? What? Am I missing something? They don't beat anybody good ever. Ever. When's the last time Seattle beat a good team? Really? Oh, yeah, JSN. Yeah, he's cool. Kenneth Walker. I love Kenneth Walker. Yeah, Mike McDonald's a cool DC. Why does everyone like the Seahawks? They act like the Seahawks are the next coming of the Eagles, bro. Sam Darnold. I'm not buying this Sam Darnold MVP. Are you kidding me, bro? Come on. Come on. He's been good, but like, come on, dude. They can't beat a good team. Why are we acting like they're so good? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't see it. I see no aura. I see no presence. I see nothing. Now, the Commanders and the Chargers. How good are the Commanders? That's a question I have to ask. How good are the Commanders? Because I really don't know. I don't know. I need to see more. I need to learn more. Because 1 week, they get their ass beat by the Packers. The next week, they handle the Raiders, who are absolutely a disaster. The next week, you got Marcus Mariota in there. They lose to the Falcons, who are the definition of mid. They beat the Chargers with a beat-up O-line. Yeah, they ran the ball well with Bill, who I like. Bill's cool. But, like, I still don't think the Commanders are a contender. They can't cover anybody. They can't cover a soul. Sure, they can beat up on the Chargers, beat up O-line, but I'm not convinced. Their offense is good. Cliff is good. Daniels is overrated, but he's good. Yeah, McLaurin's coming back. Debo's look good. He'll fall apart eventually. It's just a matter of time. I'm not buying the command. I need to see more. Oh, they dominated the Chargers. Bro, they had a running into the kicker penalty that negated a touchdown. Herbert threw the ball. It got tipped. It was picked off at the 1-yard line. That was a closer game than the score indicate. They didn't dominate anybody, bro. Sure, they ran the ball all over the Chargers. That's for sure. They did that. But I'm not convinced they're better than the Cowboys, bro. I'm not. They feel like the same team. Offense, no defense. I don't know. I don't think they're all that, bro. I don't think so. I feel bad for the Chargers. I mean, it looked like they were going to have a great year, and then all of a sudden, everyone around Justin Herbert died. I mean, I guess he had to sacrifice all his offensive help for Madison. I guess that's what happened. I feel bad for the Chargers, bro. I thought the Chargers were going to have a good year, and now they're just dead in the water. See, it's funny because a couple weeks ago, bro, everyone was saying, or the Niners fans, these are a bunch of Niners jabronis, dude. Niners Twitter is hilarious. The Niners fan base is probably my favorite fan base. Between their beat reporters and their fan base, they're probably my favorite fan base because they, in the best way I can possibly explain it, they are just so emotional. They're so emotional. In week 1, Jim Harbaugh, they wanted Jim Harbaugh back. He's the greatest coach ever. Colin Cowherd's calling them the greatest coach of all time. And now all of a sudden he misses a couple offensive linemen and the team fell apart. Meanwhile, Kyle Shanahan's got Kendrick Bourne looking like Jerry Rice. And the Niners fans will like him for about 2 days and then they'll throw him under the bus next game. Like, that's how it goes. That's Niners fans for you. 1 week, Brock Purdy throws 380 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's the greatest thing ever. He's the greatest quarterback since Joe Montana. And then the next week, he gets hurt. He fumbles the ball. And then Mac Jones goes in. And all of a sudden, now it's Mac Jones time. Mac Jones is the best. Mac Jones is the guy. Brock Purdy sucks. It's Mac Jones' team. The Niners fans are hilarious. They're a hilarious football team. They're a hilarious fan base, bro. Hilarious. Hilarious. I love watching their beat reporters. It's so good. It's so entertaining. They've got like the 2 most polar opposite beat reporters in the NFL. It's actually hilarious. Okay. What else do I want to talk about? Do we believe in the Broncos? Do we believe in the Broncos? Guys, at the beginning, I said nobody's good. So, in theory, just because the Broncos beat the Eagles, oh my God, yeah! We beat the Eagles, yeah! Wow! I'm not trying to ruin the parade, ruin the celebration. Yabba dabba don't's gonna get after me here. The Broncos, man. And then you hear Colin, you got Colin saying, they're a Super Bowl team. You got Chris Sims saying they're a Super Bowl team. Everyone's saying the Broncos are some talented team. Have you watched their quarterback? Has anyone watched Bo Nix play? Really? You think that team is a Super Bowl team? Bo Nix. He looks like a chicken running around with his head cut off. He can't complete a deep ball on a silver platter. His best completions are when he chucks it up to Cortland Sutton. They don't know how to use their rookie running back. Their defense is the most talented defense that gives up yards and points I've ever seen. At a certain point, everyone ranked their defense number one except for me before the season, but they constantly give up big plays because they're overly aggressive for no good reason. I'm still not convinced they're better than the Chiefs, and the Chiefs aren't even good. I'm not convinced the Broncos are better than the Chargers. They lost the Chargers. Yeah, they beat the Eagles. Everyone's like, oh, they're a Super Bowl team. What are you talking about? The Broncos? Huh? What are people watching, dude? Really? The Broncos. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Yeah, they beat the Eagles. The Eagles should have lost 4 other games. The Eagles were bound to lose. They were going to lose a game. This is what I'm talking about. Everyone sucks, bro. The Eagles should have lost every game they played. So now the Broncos beat the Eagles like it's some sort of shocking surprise, and all of a sudden the Broncos are the Super Bowl team. No! The Broncos lost the Colts. They lost the Chargers. One team employs Daniel Jones. Come on, bro. Open your eyes. Next. Are the Texans back? See, this is my problem with the NFL. I'm trying to explain in every single one of these points. Nobody is any good. So the Texans go out there and they beat the Titans. Congratulations. You beat the Titans, who are probably never going to win a game other than when the Cardinals literally gave them a game where they fumbled the ball out of their end zone and then fumbled the ball into their end zone for a touchdown. The Texans beat that team. The score was 6-0 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. And then the week after that, they go out there and they play the Ravens. The Ravens with a defensive line I've never heard of, a bunch of bums they picked up off the street, Cooper fucking Rush at quarterback. What a rush. The Texans winning that game. Wow. You got John Harbaugh with his confused ass face on the sidelines like he never thought that would happen. Yeah, the Texans got the best defense in football. But until they actually show me they can move the ball against a competent defense and a competent team, and they can beat a competent team, I'm not going to say they're back. They beat the Ravens. The Ravens are a practice squad CFL team right now, bro. The Ravens can't slow down the local high school. Like, are you kidding me? And they have Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush. Come on. Guys, nobody's good. Stop trying to hype these teams up. The Broncos, give me a break. Come on, man. These teams suck. The Texans are not back. Then you've got the Cowboys. Okay. The Cowboys. Yeah, Dak throws 4 touchdowns. Congratulations. Dak's playing awesome. Dak's playing like a MVP candidate. They still can't stop anybody. I mean, the Jets just give the ball to the other team. Like, the Jets are the biggest joke I've ever seen. If I wanted to come back to earth in my next life and just torment myself, I would be a Jets fan. Why in the fuck does anyone watch the Jets? Aaron Glenn? Aaron Glenn, what are you doing? What are you doing? First of all, why did you employ Steve Wilks? And second of all, why does he call your defense? You're just looking like a jabroni. Aaron Glenn, you are getting yourself fired by letting Steve Wilks call your defense. If I wanted to torment myself coming back to life, reincarnated, I would put on a Jets jersey. That is a sad existence. I actually like what the Cowboys are doing right now, but by no means are they good, Caesar. Caesar, don't try to trick yourself into thinking they're good. No, they're not good. They might be fun. They might be interesting. They might be improving, but they're not good. No. Don't. No. I see. You're thinking it. They're not good. Don't think it. They're not good. Nobody's good. Not a single team. Oh. If you haven't already, Gronk, spike the like button. I'm going to tier rank every quarterback's performance so far this season in an upcoming video. If you guys would like to see any more tier rankings of offenses, defenses, whatever, MVPs, comment below. I'm going to finish it off with this. Pats Nation. I continue to hear, despite the Patriots win in Buffalo, I continue to hear the propaganda. That was a good win by the Patriots. Wow, that's a great moment for Drake May. Look at Mike Vrabel go. This is an inspiring team. Look at that cute little Patriots team. They might actually be competitive this year. This is the narrative I hear. This is a good step in the right direction. Wow, look at the Patriots go. Pats fans, Pats Nation, don't listen to any of those jabronis. Don't listen to any last one of them. Listen to me right now. Listen to me when I say this. Salvation is here. Salvation is not in the future. Salvation is not in the past. For the New England Patriots, salvation is here. The Patriots aren't some cute little underdog team. The Patriots are contenders. It is October 7th. Last week, I told you the Patriots were back. And despite my statement, every last one of you jabronis said, Mitch, it's just the Panthers. Mitch, Drake May hasn't beaten a good team. Mitch, they lost to the Raiders. Mitch, salvation is here. We don't need to reminisce on the past. We don't need to seek the future. Every last one of these jabronis. The Patriots might be good in a year. They might be a contender in 2 or 3. Drake May might be elite in 2 years. No. The Patriots are contenders right now. Drake May is elite right now. The Patriots' offensive line is fixed right now. The Patriots' defense is elite right now. Stephon Diggs is a number 1 receiver right now. Sure, the Patriots aren't perfect. They have flaws. Just like every last one of these teams. I've talked about the NFL sucking for the last 45 minutes. The Bills have flaws. The Chiefs have flaws. They're 2-3. The Eagles should have lost every game. The Rams have lost games they shouldn't have lost. The Patriots, just because they don't measure up to the 04 Patriots, the 03 Patriots, the 07 Patriots, the 2014, 2016, 2017, 2018 Patriots, just because they don't measure up to that doesn't mean they're not here now. Doesn't mean that they're not contenders now. Because as I've said for the last 45 minutes, everyone sucks. There is no 2004 Patriots. There is no 2016 Patriots in the NFL. We just beat the team that I picked to win the Super Bowl in their building. They haven't lost there in 14 games. We just beat the best player in the NFL. And it wasn't by fluke. Bills fans, oh, the refs, penalties, cry. Oh, we fumbled. Oh, our jerseys, they're bad luck. You're the jabronis that decided to wear white. I didn't tell you to do that. Did I? Bunch of idiots. Bills, they've never won a Super Bowl. Chiefs, we own the Chiefs. Chargers, we own the Chargers. Steelers, we own the Steelers. There isn't a franchise in the AFC the Patriots don't own. Drake May is for real. If we learn how to run the damn ball, we're going to be a dangerous team. And there's all these fans out there probably watching this saying, Mitch, you're just a biased Patriots fan. Bro, give me one reason why the Patriots can't compete in this NFL. They just beat the Bills. They should have smashed the Steelers. They beat themselves in that game. They're going to win 12 games this year. They might win the damn AFC East. They might. I told you last week, they're back. I told you last week, lock it up. Throw the key away. None of you listened. And I'm telling you now, the Patriots are contenders. If the Jags are contenders, the Patriots are contenders. If the Broncos are contenders, the Patriots are contenders. If the 2-3 Chiefs are contenders, the Patriots are contenders. If the Bills are contenders, the Patriots are contenders. I don't care about your timeline. Take your timeline, turn it sideways, and shove it up your ass. There is no timeline. We've got Drake May. No timeline needed. We got Mike Vrabel. We got Christian Gonzalez, the best corner in the league. No timeline. Not one. Tell me. Oh, the Seahawks are so good. They're not better than the Patriots. What? All I'm saying is, all these talk shows, all these beat reporters, Patriots beat reporters, they don't know what they're talking about, bro. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't cover this league like I cover this league. They don't know these teams like I know these teams. These teams aren't good. They're imagining some past history of Peyton Manning. There is no Peyton Manning. There is no Ray Lewis. There's nobody standing in the way. There's no Legion of Boom. There's no Eli Manning. There's no reason the Patriots can't go to the damn Super Bowl. There is no reason. They got every bit a chance of the Bills, the Chiefs. Where am I wrong? I'm not wrong. And you know it. Cali Eagles fan says you're losing to an NFC team if you even make the Super Bowl. Who? Mac Jones? Who? All right, guys. I'm going to end it there. Gronk, spike the like button. Don't be a jabroni. Subscribe. I'm going to try to do timestamps for this one. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this show, because I want to continue to do it if you do. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.